All right, we're back here on PC Hoops with Coach Cooley. Kevin McNamara from WPRO, home of the PC Friars, joining us now. He's covered the Friars for a while, and K-Mac, on a day that was a victorious day for the Friars, you know, what stands out? What's atop your list on a day where there were a lot of bright spots?
Yeah, just any road victory after losing 5 of 6, 4 of 5, whatever it was. They really haven't plastered anyone on the road since January the 1st when they went to DePaul. So that was really what I wanted to see, a complete dominating effort. Wasn't sure if they could pull it off. They certainly did.
Yeah, the line came down from 10 down to 6.5 as we got closer to tip. Ed Croswell, is he on the short list for most improved player of the year in the Big East?
Maybe the most improved player that I've covered at Providence.
Wow.
His time has been short, only 3 years. Literally, Ed Cooley is correct. When he first got him, he wasn't sure if he could make a free throw. Remember you said that last week?
Yeah.
And now he's got double-doubles, high double-doubles, into the 20 points, almost on a regular basis. Still a little small. We saw that at UConn. But against these other teams, he physically dominates.
Yeah, when he passed the 1,000-point mark last week against Villanova, I think it was you who asked Ed Cooley and said, did you ever think a guy like him could score 1,000 points? And Ed Cooley said, you know, I thought he'd get 1,000 fouls before 1,000 points. Another bright spot today, Jared Bynum, 10 of 15 now from three the last couple games. He was in a 6 for 29 slump the previous three. What has his emergence meant for PC the last couple games and going forward?
Yeah, Morey, I think he's relying more on his three-point shot than his penetration game. His penetration game, he seems to get lost in the lane an awful lot. Now, if he's in the lane, touching the paint, bouncing, that's fine. But I like him, what he's shown the last couple of days. Spot up, even on the fast break, pull up and shoot the three. That's a weapon that Providence really has to really use in the postseason.
Yeah, and it shows you the growth that Noah Locke has made off the dribble, getting into the lane to get by them shots, as well as Devin Carter. Looking now a little bit more at the Big East, we just talked to Ed Cooley in the segment before. If they win their last 2 games, they'll be the number 2 seed. Right now can finish anywhere 2 through 4. What do you see as the best path to make a run at Madison Square Garden?
Definitely 2 seed, no question about it. You want to stay away from Marquette. I think Connecticut's the team to be afraid of right now. Connecticut's the 5, most likely, so they'll be on the 4-5 playing the 1. So you would avoid Marquette and Connecticut if you can be the 2-3. Not that it's easy, because they'll probably run into a Creighton or Xavier again. So they could see Xavier quite quickly, twice in 2 weeks.
Sure. And in terms of quad 1, quad 2, quad 3 wins, that sort of thing, for Friar fans out there that don't follow it too closely, why is Wednesday's game against Xavier so important, and potentially Seton Hall, in terms of continuing to bolster that resume?
Yeah, at this point, these teams around the country look the same. All have 20-something wins, really good conference records. So the NCAA committee digs deeper. Road wins today was very important, even if it was Georgetown. Quad 1 wins. Xavier is a quad 1 win. Providence is a little short on those. And remember, their non-conference was very soft. And I think they're going to get dinged on the seeding line because of that non-conference. So anything they can do with a few more quad 1 wins in their back pocket is good.
Yeah, a couple teams that PC Friar fans should root for out there: Villanova, Seton Hall. Those teams are right on the cusp, as well as St. Louis. Right now, that's a quad 2 loss, could turn into a quad 3 loss. All right, in terms of wins, if they can get the win Wednesday against Xavier at home, it obviously would be really important for their resume, like we touched on. But why do these two teams usually play great games? I mean, this year at the Cintas Center was overtime, and both games last year, including the triple overtime here at home. They're
just very evenly matched. No, certainly they're very well coached. I think Sean Miller has done an excellent job with his team. They're a little crazy. They turn the ball over a little bit, and that let Providence back into the game out in Cincinnati, if you recall. Now, Jared Bynum missed that one corner 3 at the buzzer. It was that close for Providence to steal one out there. I expect the exact same thing. It's going to be tight.
Yeah, it's going to be tight. The last time these two teams were here, it was triple overtime last year. And last one for you, K-Mac. Regardless of who Providence plays going down the stretch, right? All different types of teams, different types of styles. What is the X factor that you think, for Providence to go forward and continue to win as they look to build towards March?
Yeah, I think Ed Croswell is the X factor. There's certain matchups where he can't do what he did today. Basically take it right to somebody's face, right at the rim, layup after layup. All he does is make layups and free throws, and he gets 20 points a game. That's difficult to do against, really good 7-footer. Klingon, we saw at Connecticut the other night, bound to run into one of those guys, maybe, hopefully not until deep in the NCAA tournament.
Sure. All righty. There's Kevin McNamara from WPRO. We will see him throughout the month of March here on PC Hoops with Coach Cooley, and we will be right back here on Fox Providence right after this.